Hey, welcome to a new episode from the Critics Collective. I'm Ron, and today we're going to talk about Jessie. Hey, Jessie. Hey, Jessie. Anyways, it kind of proves the alliance of whether or not I watched the show or not. We're talking Jessie came out in 2011, ran all the way to 2015. This is a show that has over 90 episodes. You can find it currently on Disney Plus. It's a comedy for kids, but I want to say it's a comedy for the whole family. I'm not going to spoil anything. There's really nothing to spoil on a show like this. Let's be honest. Like if you were talking about Family Ties, Family Matters, The Cosby Show, Full House, so many shows that kind of fit that realm. You really can't spoil those shows. There's so many moments in those. So I'm going to tell you my lows. I'm going to tell you my highs. I'm going to go ahead and rate it from a 0 to a 5. You can join along in the comments and go ahead and rate it. Now, the storyline for this show is basically there's a teen from Texas, big Texas, and she goes to New York. She's trying to make it big in acting and modeling and just dreams, right? And she needs to find a job, and the job that she finds is basically a nanny or a caregiver of 4 kids who are just rich, and their parents aren't really home. The dad, I don't remember if you ever see the dad, and the mom pops up every now and then, but point blank, they're out on their own doing their own thing. So Jessie is the nanny. So it's like, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Not necessarily like that. And then you also have a butler chef, show like almost like think about Jeffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You have one of those as well with Jessie. So hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. We'll love to have you join our collective family. Now, with that being said, again, talking about this show that's no longer going, it stopped. The lows, I would say, for this show, um, 2 things. One, I haven't really seen the actors go off to do other things bigger and better. I feel like maybe, and you'll hear me say this because I'm going to go through a series of Disney plus Nickelodeon kind of shows. I'm an 80s baby, so I come from the upbringing of seeing Leonardo DiCaprio on Growing Pains, not knowing he's gonna be the next thing. Sure, ladies were probably like, "Ah," whatever, but not knowing Courtney Cox in earlier stuff was going to be a part of Friends and do something phenomenal, not knowing, that Drew Barrymore, when I watched E.T., was gonna go off and do what you don't know that. Now, if you're in the business, you're older, I'm sure you see something, you're like, "That person has it," whatever. But watching these shows, I feel like whether you're casual or you do it because you watch it because you have family growing around you, whatever, you're like, "Man, these kids can act. These kids have a certain personality. These kids are marketable," whatever the case is, and you're like, "Why don't I see them in the next big movie?" And I said, and you'll hear me say that constantly, I just don't understand why. The second thing about it is, why aren't we talking more about shows like this? Why isn't this a show that, yes, I get it's on Disney Plus, but this is a show that should be crossed over to something else because this is wholesome. This is good. There's nothing you have to worry about in this show. Like dad approves. It's a wholesome show. It's got jokes every 5 or 6 minutes, corny jokes, adult jokes, jokes that the kids are going to laugh, that are teens, preteens, and the ones that the little ones are going to laugh at for the most part. And it's just, you don't have to worry about anything. Just let the episodes run. And some of these episodes is pretty crazy. Shows like Different Strokes, you're going to learn something. They're gonna teach you something, and you may have to answer some questions, but you don't have to answer some questions based off of some of the shows I'll be watching today. The good stuff for it, the cast. I think equally the cast does a phenomenal job. You have Cameron, who's on this. He did The Descendants, I think 1, 2, and 3, maybe 1, 2 for sure. He might have already passed before they were able to do 3. I know they're working on Descendants 4, and he wasn't able to do another project with Adam Sandler, unfortunately. But everybody on this does an amazing job of acting. The lady who plays Jessie, Debbie Ryan, I think she's doing music now or something like that. I've seen her a few things, but like every kid in here can act. Zuri, I don't know if she's got some legal stuff going on, allegedly. I don't really follow gossip and stuff, but something came across when I was researching this. Ravi, Kevin, who plays Bertram, the butler maid guy, whatever, does an amazing job. The one who plays Emma Peyton, again, I can go on and on. Everybody on this show that did a phenomenal job. The setting is good. The sets they use, I think all this was done in LA, and I'm 100% confident in what I'm going to rate this show. So we rate here from a 0 to a 5, 5 being excellent, 0 being horrible. We were talking about Jessie, a sitcom that has over 90 episodes. You can go ahead and watch this and just let this roll. I don't know if this is 4 seasons, but this show's not being made anymore. Disney Plus, 30 minutes. Like I said before, I couldn't really find anything bad other than I feel like a lot of these kids on some of these kid shows should go on to do bigger things. Now you do have, oh my God, you got like Allie and Me. I can't remember. Austin and Allie. That's another good show. Austin and Allie is another show that I would say I enjoy watching. But like I said before, I just think with some of these shows, for whatever the reason is, people aren't watching it. And then we don't see the kids grow up and do other stuff. Now you see Ariana Grande, she's done stuff, but you have Liv and Maddie about twins. That's good. Bunked is another one that's good. Good Luck Charlie. That again, wholesome shows no one's talking about. Now there's a show, I can't remember what it is, but I believe it was on Disney. It might have been called My Big Secret or The Big Secret. That was interesting because that was like preteen, and it was like almost like their soap opera. So maybe I'll come back and I'll talk about that one. But I'm gonna rate this one a 4. It's a good show. It's a good kid show. You can watch it with your kid. Like I watched this with my son who's now 18. So this is one of his shows that he was watching. And as parents, we sit on the couch and we watch it and we end up getting invested. And he's not even watching anymore. He's moved on. And I'm sitting here watching episodes without him. And then we have our daughter. Our daughter's under 10. Now she's watching these same episodes that we've watched before. And so the theme music comes on. We're all singing it. And it's a good time. Kind of makes you feel like you're in the 90s. So yeah, with that being said, you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. And I appreciate that. Until next time.